Hey, what's going on YouTube? DJ Miles 2010 here. I'm coming at you guys with a new segment. I wanted to start a segment. I haven't started a segment before, and this will be my first one. So let me know what you guys think on it. The segment will be called Step Your Game Up. This will be a segment about teaching people certain rules, certain gameplays, certain tips, game state, all that. Anything about Yu-Gi-Oh that you want to know will be on this segment. Um, this episode is going to be about priority. Even though there is a rumor going around that priority is going to change, because it will be changing in Japan when they get their new structure deck. You guys should still know about priority because it's still key in winning games, and certain people are still confused on how priority exactly works. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly how it works. So, certain monsters have priority. Not all monsters have priority, but most monsters do. If they have an effect, generally that can activate, you can call priority with it. Now, if I have a Gravekeeper Spy out and it's face down, and I flip my Spy, if they do not negate my summon or negate my flip summon of Spy or the effect of Spy, then I get to special summon a monster with using his effect. Now, since I haven't negated the summon, I get my Descendant. Now, the way negating summons work is if a monster is being brought up by an effect, you have to negate the effect of the monster or the effect of a card that's bringing a monster out instead of the monster that's being brought out. So if I flip my Spy and they do not Solemn Warning, Oppression, or Solemn Judgment, then they cannot Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, or Oppression this guy because he's being brought up by an effect. Now, since he's being brought out, I can call priority with him and tribute off my Spy to destroy a card on the field. Another thing, if I already have a monster up that can call priority, the way priority works is when a monster is summoned, you may activate an effect unless a summon is negated. Now, say I have my Descendant out, and I summon my Spy. If they do not negate my summon, I can call priority with Descendant, pop this, to pop a card in the opponent's side of the field. Priority works like that. You can summon another monster and use the effect of a monster that's already on the field to destroy it or to activate its effect. Do certain things. Another situation. I have Handout, and I summon Kaigeki. Now, say they effect failure my Kaigeki, or they effect failure my hand. You may still call priority. Now, since tributing hand is a cost, you can tribute off this hand to destroy a card in the field. Being that a monster was summoned, you still get your priority. Or they would effect failure this, so this would come out, or this wouldn't come out, and then you can just call priority, tribute off this, hit something else. Synchro monsters have priority. Like Black Rose, Brionac, Scrap Dragon. All these monsters have priority. If they do not negate your summon, you get priority. Negating the monster summon, you cannot call priority because the monster is not on the field. Now, if you synchro for like Brionac and they bottomless you still get priority, and you want to take advantage of this priority because they're just gonna remove your Brionac from play. Now, I've seen certain people do this before. If the opponent has just one back row set and you have your Brionac, sometimes people will pitch 2 cards to send this back to their extra deck because the channel will resolve backwards, and this will go back to their extra deck. That's only if the opponent bottomless first. A smart player will let this summon go off, and then ask you if you take priority. Now, if you take priority, that means that your summon has been cleared, and that they cannot negate your summon. So you take priority and you discard your cards, then they'll activate their bottomless because the chain will resolve backwards, and which will kill your Brionac, and then your effect will go off and send everything back. Now, if they bottomless first, then you activate your effect because you still get your priority. Then you can send back cards, and you can send Brionac back itself. But a smart player will wait until your priority has been activated and they've selected your targets. Now, if this comes out and they ask you for your targets. It's the same thing with Byronic that I just explained. And they ask you for your targets. They can't solemn warning you. And this is really good because some people will ask you for your targets, and you select one of your cards, select one of the opponent's cards, and they'll be like, oh, okay, well, I'll solemn warning. We'll be like, well, no, you can't because you just let my summon go through. I can't target any monsters if my monster's already on the field. Or you can't solemn warning my monster if my monster's already on the field. You know, because solemn warning stops the monster from ever hitting the field. Which is why if I go Scrap Dragon and they solemn warning, my Scrap Dragon dies, I cannot Monster Reborn it because it was never successfully summoned. Same thing with Starlight Road. If you Starlight Road and they kill your Stardust, it does not come back at the end phase if you negated the card's effect because it was never successfully synchroed. It wasn't played out correctly. There are certain cards that stop, you know, certain priorities. These are a few of them. Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, Royal Oppression, and Thunder King. If they synchro for a Scrap Dragon, and you activate Thunder King's effect, they cannot call priority because the monster is never on the field. If you Royal Oppression, if you Solemn Judgment, if you Solemn Warning, they can't do any of that. Monster Reborn, you know, you select your Scrap Dragon, you pay 800 with Royal Oppression. You just have to remember that if you allow the monster to come out, that you cannot negate the monster summoned. That is very key, and people must remember that because people have lost games because of that, and it screwed them over pretty big. I actually lost a game before that, or a game before on that. I thought I could do that, and I didn't know, and that's what really wins games, is knowledge. Knowledge is everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you know certain things that the opponent doesn't know, you have the advantage in the game. You can also use this against the opponent. You know, it sounds kind of wrong, but if the opponent does not know their rules, that is their fault, not yours. Knowing rules is key in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it wins games. If you know your rules and you know how to play the game, you will win games. It doesn't matter what you're playing with. If you can just outplay the opponent completely, you can win games. You know, certain decks that people see top 32 at YCS, any YCS, they don't understand how they top. Well, they're good players, they understand the game, and they outplay the opponent. You know, they know more than the opponent, and possibly they drew better. That's not always the case. You know, sometimes they just outplay the opponent completely. Even with a shit hand, you can still outplay the opponent. So, that'll be it for this segment right here. I'm going to be doing this every Monday, so make sure you guys tune in. I'm not sure what my next segment will be about. If you guys want to know about something, just leave it in the comment section below about what you guys would like to see, or if you guys think I should stop the segment, rename it, anything you guys think about the segment, leave down in the comment section below because I do want to know what you guys think about this segment. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, comment, do all that. And I'll see you guys later.